Hi Capricorn, this is your October 2020 reading. Your animal oracle card that you have pulled is the Koi Fish Spirit. So for you, this is the universe telling you that there's enough of whatever you need. That means there will be enough money to take care of your bills and your family. There'll be enough food to take care of you. Whatever you need from the universe, there's going to be enough. There's going to be enough support. There's going to be enough love. There's going to be enough opportunities. Abundance is going to happen in your life. There's going to be an abundance of whatever you need. Everything is going to be okay. There are new beginnings happening in your life, right? We have the Ace of Wands. This is new opportunities. This could be movement too. This could be a new job. This could be a birth. This could be a new, whatever that may be. Newness, right? New beginnings. Opportunities. You also have the Ace of Swords. This is more opportunities and new beginnings, but it's also a victory as well. It is also awareness and clarity in your life, and it is also taking action. So something is happening. There is newness, new beginnings, and you are taking action with things. You also have the Fool, taking a leap of faith. Whatever you're being handed, you're moving in that direction, just saying, okay, we're just going to go with the flow. I do believe, though, that the past energies, negative past energies, have you feeling down and tied down. Maybe you're nervous about something that you're embarking on your journey because of something that has happened in the past, and you're afraid. This card can sometimes signify, too, that feeling of bad luck, or sadness. I'm not saying that you're being handed bad luck or sadness. I'm saying that is tied to that you're feeling that. And I believe it is a past energy influencing you. So although you're going with the flow and you have all these new beginnings and all these changes going on in your life, you are afraid. That's also apparent here with your Eight of Swords, excuse me. This is feeling trapped into a situation. So I do feel like you do feel a lack of control or a feeling of helplessness in whatever you're going through. A lot of you are losing sleep over something. We have a lot of fears, frustrations happening in your life. You have the Nine of Swords in reverse, but we also have that cross with the King of Wands in reverse. So I do feel that there's a lot of sleepless nights. Something is definitely on your mind a lot and stressing you or bothering you or scaring. I don't know exactly what, but you're losing sleep over something or it's on your mind a lot. Now you're coming from this place where you face something, right? And for some of you, you face something dark or heavy and you had to get past that. You had to heal, and you did heal. For others of you, this is receiving a wish and it being granted. So for some of you, you were praying for something to happen and it did happen. You are overcoming in a situation that you were handed, right? So again, if this is something negative, this is that healing and overcoming it and growing from whatever situation you were facing. For some of you, it was you prayed for something, it happened, and anything along the way, you've overcome that as well. I do feel like a lot of you are stressed out or losing sleep over something or nervous or worried about something. But I feel like a lot of you, either you're not connected to your partner or someone else in your life, or your partner isn't. I feel like for some of you, you may have this person in your life, King of Swords here. He's in reverse. And he is a very cold person, right? Closed off. So I feel like if you're feeling stressed out and you need to talk to someone, you can't talk to this King of Swords because he gives off this feeling of not really caring about how you feel. And that's something that kind of concerns you and worries you, that maybe you're feeling a little bit alone about things. Now, if it is not another person in your life that is kind of coming off as cold and distant from you, it is you coming off as cold and distant from them. Maybe you're not being open and honest with them and talking about things, and you're just keeping your heart at a distance because you just don't want to talk about how you're feeling. Because you do have something that's bothering you. You do feel helpless about something in your life. You are losing sleep over something or stressed about something. I do think, again, some of you have frustrations that you are dealing with while trying to move on in the next part of your life. There are some frustrations, some things that are kind of holding you back. Some of you were surprised by something, right? For some of you, you may have been trying to create something or going after something, but I feel like a lot of you were surprised. Something unexpected happened in your life. That could be a job, it could be a pregnancy, it could be a marriage proposal. I mean, the possibilities are endless, but something unexpected happened. And with that, I believe that there's some sort of improvement to trying to happen into your life, like you're trying to build something. So something came in that was a surprise. Now you're building towards your future with something. You do have, I think some of you are worried about money or are worried about being able to receive help from someone with the situation. Okay, so some of you are going to receive that help, and some of you want that help and are afraid that maybe you're not going to receive as much help as you would need to in the situation. Maybe that's why you're stressed out and feel helpless too. Maybe you feel like you don't receive the help that you need. It's also important to, while you're going on this, for some of you, there may be some opportunities that you may lose out on your journey. For others, there's the good and the bad with everything in your life, in any situation, right? So there may be something that you feel like you really also want or someone else wants, and then when you get it, you realize that maybe that's not really what you wanted. That's one way to look at it. Sometimes we want something so bad, and the other person in our life, if you're with someone, they don't want the same things that we want. So it's important to make sure that you don't force anything onto them. And it's important for them not to force anything onto you. So I do feel like for some of you, you are going to receive something that you thought that you wanted, that maybe you're going to be like, oh, I don't know if I wanted that. That could be a job. Like, you could think that this job is the greatest job in the world. You receive it, and it's no longer as amazing as you thought it would be. It could be a relationship. You know, this person is just everything you ever wanted. You end up with them. They're not the type of person you thought that they were. For some of you, too, I do see some so some of you are going to financially improve in some way. For some of you, this unexpected thing that you receive is going to be money. Some of you are going to receive a raise, Capricorn. Some of you will, and it will be unexpected, and then you'll receive a raise. Or some of you might be receiving an opportunity at work where your boss is like, hey, I have this job for you, you're going to make more money, and you take it up. I do think some of you may in the end be like, oh, it's not exactly what I had anticipated, and I'm not a fan of it. For others of you, something happens unexpectedly, and maybe you had your mindset that you wanted life to happen a certain way. This happens, and now you're like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to want this, and then you end up loving it. For some of you, life happens in an unexpected way, and you think you're going to love it, and then you don't. I don't know, but I feel like for you overall, there's a lot of changes happening. There's ties to the past. I feel like a lot of you are probably worried about money. You're worried about being able to pull off whatever new adventures coming into your life. I think that there's a lot of sleepless nights. Maybe you're worried about money over these changes, and those are, you know, the sleepless nights here. Some of you, I think, feel like maybe the person in your life, your significant other, isn't supporting you enough, so you're stressed and worried about how things are going to be in your future with them as well. I do think that it's important, though, like when the Eight of Swords does show up and you do feel stressed, overwhelmed, and stuck into a situation, that this card is just a feeling card. It's not that you literally are stuck in a situation. You can always break free at any time and put yourself on the path that you feel that you deserve. So that's important for me to always say, too, to people. Even if you're feeling stressed and stuck in this situation, you do not have to settle. The koi fish, though, as I said, is telling me, though, that everything is going to work itself out. So I think for you, You're feeling helpless. You're feeling stressed. You're probably losing sleep. You're overwhelmed. Maybe you feel like the significant other in your life, or whatever the situation may be, that you're not being supported enough. And it has you frustrated and worried and scared. But I think the koi fish spirit is saying that you're going to be able to pull it off and everything is going to be okay. So have a wonderful October, Capricorn. And I'll see you in November.